Hi, I'm Courtney. Welcome to the first installment of Courtney's Grammar Gripes. In these videos, we'll be explaining and taking a look at common grammatical errors and offering you solutions, and we're going to have a little fun on the way. The first issue we're going to be discussing today is was versus were. People are often confused when to say was and when to say were. Today, we're going to look at the right times to use those words. Here's a bad example. If I was you, I would take a cab tonight. If I were you, I'd use better grammar. You use were mostly in hypothetical situations. So if you start a sentence with the word if, it's most likely going to be followed by were. For example, if I were rich, I would be Beyonce's best friend. Another common grammatical error we see all the time is the difference between me versus I. People just don't know how to use it right. Here's a really bad example of that. Eddie took Harvey and I to the movies. Eddie's not going to take you anywhere with that horrible grammar. If you don't know which one to use, me or I, here's a really simple rule. Take the other person out of the equation. So for instance, Eddie would take me to the movies. He wouldn't take I to the movies. Make sense? Our last grammatical error we're going to be talking about today is subject-predicate disagreement. Here's an example of when the subject and predicate don't get along at all. This person didn't know what they were doing. Well, one person can't become multiple people unless you're referring to a very large person, and that's just rude. That's it for this episode of Courtney's Grammar Gripes. What do you want us to talk about on the next episode? Let us know in the comments.